Hey, it's Jake Mace with Phoenix Longevity Arts, and we're going to talk about Tai Chi fighting applications in this video. We're going to build off our previous video about Tai Chi fighting applications. And in Mandarin Chinese, it's not pronounced Tai Chi, it's pronounced Tai Ji. So I want you guys to get used to saying Tai Ji Quan, which is the real way of pronouncing Tai Chi Chuan. Okay, so Tai Ji Quan, the grand ultimate fist. In this video, I want to start you guys in a stance like this, where the left foot is tapping forward, and our hands are going to go up and down here. Up, right hand up, down. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. This is called the white crane flips the wings. Deep breathing, relaxing the muscles, dropping the shoulders. And we find this move of Tai Chi in section 2 of the Yang style 64 posture form that we teach here. And we circle the hand in like this. We press to the right with the body, and then we do the crane flips the wings. Like that. And the fighting application on this is trying to use deception with one hand while we strike with the other hand. So when the opponent's got our wrist here, instead of trying to pull away or do something with this hand, I'm going to let him have that grasp, and I'm going to take my other hand, step in, and lift it up to his chin and knock his chin back with the base of my wrist. So in all of the Chinese Kung Fu or Gong Fu styles, we can use every part of the body as a weapon. Okay? So in this case, we're going to grab onto the wrist, let the wrist stay down while the other wrist comes up. And we can either go to the chin, we can go to the stomach, or we can even go to the humerus or to the elbow and lock out the joint if he keeps his lock. If he lets go, then we're out and we can flee and go away or move on to some other move. He grabs onto the wrist, I step in and reverse wrist up. That's the crane flipping the wings. Okay, from there I could also do the second part where I come up and then I come down by coming up to the chin and then right down to the face with the back of my hand just smacking right to the bridge of the nose and breaking it. Okay, let's use this hand, the same thing, so you guys can see better. So as I pull one hand down, the other hand comes up with the back of the wrist, then coming right down with the hand this way. All right, so Tai Chi has many different ways of striking. Some ways is called the bone breaking, and some ways are sinew separation, and some ways are heart-rendering hammer, and then striking the bull on the other side of the mountain. This would be an example of the bone breaking, or in this case, cartilage breaking, and maybe even knockout from the hit to the chin. Okay, thank you. Let's try it once in full speed. The Tai Chi moves in this video are going to be about deception with one hand and then attack with the other hand. So right after we perform the move, the crane flips the wings, we transition smoothly into brush the knee and push. Okay, so we did crane flips the wings, we reach back, step, brush the knee with the left hand, and push with the right hand. Even as a warm-up drill, we can do this move a few times. So if I start further back, I can start with my push, and when I step forward, lift the hand up, step, drop, and push again, brushing the knee, turn, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. So look at how I'm relaxing my shoulders down. I'm keeping my legs flexed, and I'm keeping my head one level the whole time. So we're going to be deceiving with the left hand and striking with the right hand. They could be kicking you, but they don't have to be. If you guys were in a fighting situation and maybe that foot, the back foot goes into snap kick, we could try to just kind of do a little bit of a block. But whenever I'm teaching fighting to my students, I teach, don't just block because you'll create an opening and get tagged. So we have to strike at virtually the same time as our block happens. So we're going to block and move in for the push at the same time. So I want you to get a partner and practice blocking and striking almost simultaneously. So we'll start back here again. I'll move him back. So kick, block and strike, block and strike, block and strike, moving it with my entire body. Okay, so as my hand hits, my body also moves forward. And then when you got a trusting partner, you can practice when the hit comes in, you can practice an explosive hit with the fa jing. So when the block comes in slower this time, we'll block, I'll step in and try to hit with power. And it's a really painful strike to the surface of the skin, but also deep in the diaphragm. Again, when they come in, block, strike. Again, blocking and striking. It doesn't look like much. If you were to feel it, you would feel the power because we're trying to hurt the skin, but also we're trying to compress the rib cage so that we hurt the lungs. It's the same theory behind the 1-inch punch. All of Tai Chi striking is that 1-inch punch that way, but in this case with the palm. So very little pullback, all releasing the energy kinetically from the ground up using our spine that way. Okay? So again, here we go one time in full speed. After I brush the knee and push, one of the next moves in the sequence is to play the guitar to the left. So our hands separate and move this way with the foot. From that position, I step forward and I roll my left hand. 1 and 2. Let's do it again. So I'm going to breathe in. Then I'm going to breathe out. In and out. Again, going left foot forward, breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. When we apply this, it involves deception and striking as well. Let's pretend that we're both kind of in more of a externally sparring type mode, and if the punch were to come in here, I'm going to just try to hook with the back of my wrist, and that is the hooking part, hooking out this way. Okay, I'm going to try with my other hand to see if while I hook, if I could deliver a strike right to the sternum or to the body with my other hand at the same time. In the Tai Chi form, we use the chop, but sometimes that chop might not be there, so we can use a chop, or we can use just a straight punch. Everyone knows a punch, so sometimes you'll communicate better with a real fighter if you use punches, because that's what they like to see. So hooking, punching, and immediately once you punch, this hand slides right down for a nice palm strike to the face, and that's the deflect and the rolling side hand. So again, from here, we're going to hook and punch and come right across the face that way. All right? Again, hook and punch, pow, right across the face. Using our body. 1, 2. If we go in full motion one time, if we're both going to be deflecting, pow, inside that way. And if I was doing this full speed, I would really be doing it fast. So extremely quick. And I'm looking for somewhere in the ear region. Like in Fight Club, where Edward Norton hits Brad Pitt in the ear, and he goes, oh, in the ear. That's fucking perfect. Okay? It is a really good area to strike to. These are 3 applications used in more of an external format because Tai Chi applications can work in sticky hand sparring, push hand, which looks more like grappling, kind of like Greco-Roman wrestling a little bit, using your partner's energy against them and sensing their energy. But it also works, Tai Chi also works in an external format against a striker, which is what we're showcasing here. Practice these 3 techniques, and please, equal parts flour and sugar, equal parts meditation practice with the moves, such as brush, knee, and push, such as guitar to the left, and such as crane flips the wings, and then equal parts of the fighting practice, 1-to-1 ratio. Meditate and cultivate and learn how to use it in fighting. I'll see you guys next time. Practice every single day.